We are now live streaming. Cool. Good to see everyone. Welcome. I got some really cool updates. We're going to be talking about N8N automation for your social media content because everyone talks about automating social media content, but if you've ever tried they or even bought any type of solutions or programs, you realize that it's not truly automated. Like everything from idea to scripting to posting to talking head to editing and posting and publishing multiple videos a day, that is now solved inside of our community. And so I'm going to talk about the NAN social media automation contest that we just held. We're going to talk about GenSpark just released a new feature, the upgrade to the AI app developer, and I did a little demo, which is so cool. And then from there, I'm going to show you a known feature most people don't know about GenSpark could create podcasts, so I'll do a little demo of that. Lastly, I really want to get you guys into vibe coding. That's very important as a skill set in 2025. You must have vibe coding skills. It is a thing. Learning how to build automations and create apps to solve real business problems, it now is incredibly valuable. So that's what we're going to be showing today. You guys are, what's up, Winston? You guys, I need to bring you guys over into here, and we can start sharing my screen and kind of go from there. So let me share my screen and let's cook. I really want to learn vibe coding. Well, you're definitely in the right place. We are definitely going to teach you vibe coding today. The only thing that I ask is that you guys got to hit that like button because I'm going to teach you guys how to vibe code today. That's all that I ask because it's incredibly valuable as a skill set. And as you can see, we need to clean the lens a lot better. So that should be a little better. Nice, we'll play with this. It's the smallest of apps. It's the tiniest of things. And okay, cool. So what you guys are seeing is GenSpark. GenSpark is an all-in-one tool. It does quite a few things. I mean, you can honestly cancel your ChatGPT account with all the things that GenSpark does. It can create podcasts, create presentations, create slides, create documents, so much more, but that's not the main gist of this. They just released a new feature today where basically they upgraded their mobile apps. So basically the whole game is that you can build mobile apps now using GenSpark, which technically is true. So this was a test that I was like, sure, let me vibe code a test real quick. That's the only prompt that I gave it. Build me a Space Invader video game, but built in the style of Halloween as a mobile app game. That was my only prompt. Barely a sentence with horrible grammar. And it vibe coded. It took, sometimes you can see the time, I believe, how long it took to run sometimes, but maybe not. But this thing ran and then built the whole thing and even gives like a lot of the features, gives you how to play, gives you a desktop version so you could use, you can use the arrows and spacebar. Dope. So we're gonna actually test it out right here. So this is a mobile app that you can vibe code this today with one prompt, one sentence, literally. Like, watch, look at this. If you see my prompt, just to kind of, I have to show you guys. It vibe coded this app with this sentence. That's it. That's all I gave it. So now let's test out this game. Play video game. Oh, and you could do, can you do arrows? See, the arrow function didn't work out. So that's why I was like, it's like touch command. So every time you click, I mean, this is nothing revolutionary, but at the same time, yo, you can vibe code mobile apps because you could do full business applications, which was also some of their part of their demo. I am very competitive. Hit that like button. This is where I imagine you guys like hitting that like button a couple times. Bam, bam, smash it. Da 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 da. Oh, we can't lose. Can't lose. Gotta rapid fire, rapid fire, rapid fire. Oh, game over. Dang, my score didn't quite make it. But I digress. That you can vibe code today, and then the other cool thing is that you can publish it to the App Store. We actually went through because it gives you this little checkbox right here that says that you could publish it to the App Store. And from what we've read from the instructions, it doesn't seem hard. Like, let's see if we can kind of go and find those instructions. See, finding conversations is like super hard in GenSpark. It's the one of Google Play Store. Yeah, Google Play Store. So this, there we go. Technically, because we asked it, we were like, okay, what does it take to actually go all the way? And it's actually not that hard to go from basically what we just saw, which was the vibe coded app, to go all the way to the Play Store. You would just build your release file, which is what we did. Recommend. So click build to app. So this is the preferred format, and this is coming straight from like instructions like how to go from GenSpark to a published app on the Google Play Store. Now, of course, there's a lot more things and nuances to go, but then you click the build the app button. You go to the Google Play Store, you sign up a one-time $25 cost so that you get your registration. Congratulations, you're now a developer. It takes a couple days to verify. You create your app listing, the app name, the screenshots of your policy URL, some content rating, target audience, upload, go to product internal testing, and then you just upload, you make sure you just have these files. Now, GenSpark is going to help you like with all these files, which is great. Review and publish. It takes them 3 to 7 days. Once approved, your app is live on the Google Play Store. There are zero excuses for you to vibe code an app. If some people want to again, if you want to go the app route to build a product and stuff like that, very important. So this is gold. I was able to just jump on. Sharon, good to see you. TikTok audience, everyone, I appreciate each and every one of you for taking the time to learn. My name is Jonathan Acuna, Dr. AI. My goal is to educate you every single day, to keep you guys updated with some amazing things that's going on with AI. So the main thing that we're talking about is GenSpark. You should be, now there's many different tools to vibe code. I'm going to show you one at the very end that I'm going to teach you how to vibe code completely at the end of the show today for free using a tool that's super easy. But yeah, so most of the members in the community are already in GenSpark. So that's where this is cool. So that is a vibe coded app. Okay, so that was pretty much it. So that's one update. Next update that we pivot over into is I want to show that some people don't know that GenSpark has the ability to turn, basically like Notebook LM, to turn ebooks into, turn PDF files into, too bad I can't open the original. So this was a book that I just downloaded. It's a great book, actually. How to Make a Few Billion Dollars. Highly recommend it. And so with it, I just uploaded that book and said, hey, just turn this into a podcast, make it informative, give me 2 people narrating, because you can have 2 different people talking about the summaries. We're also going to talk about AI education as well too, like for studying for like certifications and stuff like that. So now that's all you do is upload the document and just say that, just pretty much turn this into a podcast. You could make it professional, make it funny. You can also have 1 person talking, 2 people talking. And so it's going to go through a whole checklist, and took about 7 minutes later, give or take. Then you have a full podcast.
Welcome to $Billion Brain, the podcast where we decode the playbooks of the world's most successful
My sound's off. Let's see.
Entrepreneurs.
There we go.
I'm Maya. Welcome to $Billion Brain, the podcast where we decode the playbooks of the world's most successful entrepreneurs. I'm Maya.
And I'm Chloe. Today, we're diving into a book with a title that makes a very bold promise: How to Make a Few $Billion by Brad Jacobs.
Right.
He's the serial entrepreneur who founded $7 billion companies.
So it would do a whole summary. This is great for education. If you were trying to learn a new subject, really, really powerful. Mr. Mind says, are there certs for AI? Yes, we have an AI certification program, which actually I'll be talking about after, because what my students are building in 2 weeks is actually more, not gonna lie, it's pretty wild. I'll talk about that in a moment. So this is GenSpark, very, very popular for doing that. And then a lot of what we use it for is using it honestly for creating workbooks too. Because a lot of people, they're either studying for something or, let's see if we find, I can't show that one. Day 5. I could show this one. Okay, so this is an example of using GenSpark to create documents and more specifically workbooks, because there's no point in wasting time in Google Docs or Microsoft Word. I absolutely spend zero time in there now because with GenSpark, I can now create these documents, and I use them for courses. I use them when I do teaching. Use them when I do consulting. We're using it to generate workbooks for the AI certification program for students. So that's what this is. And so you could dump a ton of information into GenSpark, books, resources, websites, links. It will gather all that information and turn it into a very beautiful, because to make a professional document that looks exactly like this would have took me hours, like to organize all of these things. This is just actually what we everything that you've seen, this is just one day from the AI certification program. Oh wait, hold on, let me actually show here. There we go. Okay. So what you're seeing on the screen, this is just one day of it's 3 months of a AI certification program, because we teach you everything from how to use AI, how to monetize AI. We set you up with social media. We set you up with a product to already sell and so forth. So everything that you're seeing here, this is just one day of our 3-day AI certification program. But that's not the cool part. The cool part is this whole workbook, I spent zero time creating it. It has everything from like all the topics that we were talking about, nicely organized with tables. The prompts, look how nicely organized the prompts are in this document. This would have took me hours of my time to try and I don't even know how to do some of this stuff in Microsoft Word, let alone Google Sheets. So that's why like it's completely obsolete to build. Well, it's more of the mindset that I want you guys to have is that AI agents are taking over and you need to learn how to build, manage, and delegate work to AI agents, or else you're going to be stuck doing work manually. Because think of it this way. There are people that are creating their documents today manually, wasting hours of their life when GenSpark spits this. It's just one prompt. It's like turn this into a workbook, and then it spits this out, and then you're like dope, because your clients will love you. These make great lead magnets. If you sell courses or programs, this is your structured curriculum, which is, I mean, all the students that I have in the community, they're like, holy shit, we get recordings, we get workbooks, and he's pumping them out same day. How is he doing it? It's all AI. It's all AI. It's crazy. I'm a one-man shop. So this I definitely really I use this all the time for documents and features in there. So that's in there. Next topic that we're going to slide into is N8N automation. We just finished our first competition for automating. Oh my god! Oh, sorry. Can't show too much detail. Too much details. I'm gonna have to edit that out. Can't show you too much. Hold on. Hold on. I can show you guys that. Okay, there we go. Much better. Sorry, show you guys a little too much. John's got to delete some recordings after this. So we host challenges inside the community, and this challenge had a $1,700 cash prize. First place wins $1,000 for whoever can build this automation challenge inside the community. So one, that's why you want to be inside the community, so you can participate in these challenges. Two, everyone that took this challenge, there was only 4 contestants, including myself. We leveled up so far in N8N. Oh my gosh, it is so incredibly powerful for how much we learned and built inside N8N. The challenge was, can you build an automation that researches and finds topic to your related industry, generates content from it in your brand voice, generates an avatar, a talking head that can be either you or someone else, generates B-roll video too, not photos. Then does photo editing or does video editing and stitches the avatar and the B-roll together. Then schedules to publish minimally 3 posts a day every day, minimally 3 posts a day every day. That's what this automation does basically, and the whole thing is automated. This open Q&A, not necessarily. I'll save the Q&A to the very end, but you can ask questions along the way, definitely, and I can answer them. So this automation, that was one of the biggest challenges for a lot of the members, and each member tackled this problem completely differently, which is super interesting. So if you didn't know, there's some really cool features inside NAN that I really wanted to highlight. One is that you have the ability to create databases, which is super dope. This wasn't something previously done possible. You had to use a third-party tool like ClickUp or Airtable or stuff like that. Really awesome that there we go. Data tables, John. We have some errors there. Got to clean up that data. So you get tables, which is like, I know it's like super nerdy kind of thing, but to be able to do this is the titles, the content, everything is in here is completely automated. So super excited and proud of each of the students that was able to join the contest and participate in it. It was a lot of fun. So I'm gonna switch over to me for today for the rest. Nice, there we go. That was just some updates pretty much. Vibe coding, yes. Can't forget the vibe coding. Okay, so the last thing that we're gonna end on is teaching you guys how to vibe code for free. But I'm gonna need you guys to hit that like button. Hit that like button, hit that share button if I'm going to teach you how to vibe code an app for free, completely powerful. So hit that like because some people can afford a description, for example. Do you prefer Notion or ClickUp or any? Well, Notion is the best. ClickUp if you have a team, for sure. Notion, every business should have Notion. Everyone on this call, my rule inside my community is you have to know Notion before you touch AI. Like it's actually a mandatory course before we actually put any members into like any of the AI courses. Like you're not allowed to touch any of the AI courses till you complete that Notion course. That's how important Notion is because there's no way on this God's green earth that you're able to keep up with all the knowledge, files, resources, and details if you don't have, honestly, Notion. See if maybe this may go into Notion basically here. So Notion is a database tool that basically allows you to store all the information in your brain, both for your personal life and for work. Like everyone needs a digital notebook, and there's nothing better than Notion. There's other ones that's like Obsidian, and there's also so many others, but trust me, Notion is so gangster for what it can do because every business before you even get it when the first AI chatbots usually first came out, the problem that people didn't get to play with a lot of the chatbots to get the most use out of is because they weren't documenting anything. They didn't have a knowledge base for much of anything. And so that's why a lot of businesses got caught by not staying up to date. They should have been learning Notion. So when ChatGPTs came out, our custom chatbots came out, a lot of them naturally integrated with Notion. So instantly you can chat with your digital brain. That's the way to think about Notion. It's a digital brain. Do not use it as a task manager. Not a task manager. Also, the AI in it is really great. It builds databases. So it's kind of wild because like that kind of killed the whole career of an AI consultant or a Notion consultant is because they updated that so that you could build databases. It's kind of like it's really dope. So think of Notion as your database to store your brain, your knowledge, your files, pretty much your notes, your documents, both your personal life, also for your business. Now, here's the caveat though. I will say this. Do not go to YouTube to learn Notion. You will have a bad time. You will get frustrated. You will download more complicated templates that you don't ever need to touch with Notion. And then you'll build 14 different databases that you're never going to use. So inside the community, we teach you a very structured way that we have a very high success rate with members both adopting Notion, then more importantly, organizing both their work and their business, all the knowledge and resources and files in their second brain are now built. And so every business should have, like personally, you should have a digital brain. And then also for your business should also have a digital brain because that's the level one to just keep your sanity with all the information. And then secondly, from there, now you can start playing with the cool stuff of connecting it to NAN or connecting it to chatbots and stuff like that. So I highly recommend. Notion is super essential. We also talked about GenSpark. GenSpark is also essential. While we're on the topic here, highly recommend Higgsfield is also going to be essential when you're getting into like images and videos. Sure, there's like many different tools that are out there, but basically, or at least there's been like free picks and other ones that are out there, stuff like that. But here it gives you access to a whole library, especially when you get into the Sora 2 videos. You guys are missing out on Sora 2. Like Sora 2 videos are crushing it right now. Like, so you definitely have to learn how to do Sora 2. Appreciate all the likes. Thank you guys. Sora 2, basically, now there's differences between Sora 2 and VO3. VO3 is like super high quality, like think Netflix quality. And VO3 just gets you, just understands exactly what you want. However, only if you prompt in JSON. Only if you prompt in JSON do you get the best experience with VO3. Sora 2 doesn't behave like that. Sora 2 is more timestamps and text based, but with Sora 2, you get character consistency, you get special effects, or not special effects, but you get sound, you get character dialogue, and so highly recommend both. Both of them just depends on your project, but why are you going to be creating them? Mostly for not just for content, but it's mostly for ads, honestly. It's really for ads that you're going to be using them for. And then the cool thing that I really like about Higgsfield, it has this Sora 2 enhancer. This thing is so cool that because every video from Sora has like flickers and it looks like it's like low quality, this Sora 2 enhancer is like 2 credits. You pop your video in there, it makes it in like high definition, crisp, clean, high quality. I think I even have an example of that. Sorry, you won't be able to see it on YouTube per se, but I do have an example here. That way you guys can see what it will look like.
They told us it was over. AI didn't take your jobs. It gave you new ones. We learned. We built. We rose. We stopped fearing AI and started leading it. This is just...
So these videos, very fun to make, very easy to create. And the quality of them is like really great. So let's see. I think this was an ad. So these are all made for VO3. Why? You're not using it so much for content. That's really not what AI video is mostly used for. It's mostly used for like ads and commercials to promote your product or service. That's where you're going to get the most use out of it.
They didn't fire us. They just replaced us. One day the screens didn't need us anymore, but someone out there was teaching people how to fight back.
Don't compete.
So small little commercials, short, nice crisp video, keep it simple. So that's for images and videos. Definitely going to be you want to master, get comfortable using pretty much Higgsfield to do AI videos, but it's always going to come down to your quality of your prompt. So that's it. Awesome. That's pretty much all the updates that I have today. We talked about the automations. Oh, vibe coding. Keep forgetting about the vibe coding. Nice. Okay. So how are we going to teach you guys how to vibe code? Super easy. Number one, you need 2 things. One is you're going to go to Google AI Studio to build your first app today completely for free. And then I want you guys to comment to show me what you guys built. I want to see. So Google AI Studio, this is the back end where basically you can vibe code apps completely for free. It's meant as just like a sandbox to just test ideas. But the most powerful things is that you get an image generator, which is Nano Banana. And then you also get a very powerful large language model, which is Google Gemini 2.5 Pro, to do very powerful things underneath the hood. So I'm going to show you a very cheesy example, but here's the thing. The first rule in vibe coding is play with examples, honestly. So when you go to Google AI Studio, on the left-hand side, there's this part that says gallery. Nice. And then from here, they have a bunch of apps. You're going to just poke around, play with every app here, because every app is going to show you what's possible in here. So all of these are different type of apps. They all use different superpowers that Google Gemini has, basically, like image generators and video generators, for example. So first example is going to play with them. I'm going to choose this one as an example. Nice. It's going to load the app. This is an app that you can create. This is totally different than custom GPTs where you're just generating random text. you're now building fully functional apps. And the great thing is that it's very easy to use as well too. So here in this app, we're going to upload a photo. I'm going to upload a headshot of myself. Perfect. Now underneath the hood, I click the button generate. Underneath the hood, it has 6 custom prompts that it's going to take my photo and already create 6 custom images behind the scene to put me in different eras, different eras. Pretty much it put me in the 1990s. There's 1905 John. Oh no, 1970. Yeah, 19. There's the 70s. Is this the 80s? Yep, there's the 80s right there. So 80s John. This one's loading 2000s. We'll come back to him. There's 1990s John. And then there is 1960s John. All from one photo. It created 6 different photos. This one's still loading, 2005. Let's just forget about that year. And this whole app is interactive. This is something you can vibe code. This is something that you can create. That's why I want you to go through the examples. And as you go through the examples, I'm going to just hit reset. So it just resets this. You can now remix this. So I just reset the app so it goes back to the original. So as you play through the examples, find one app that you really like. And then here's step 2. This is really fun. Step 2, you're going to build on it. You're going to build upon this and you're going to add a feature. Add a button that does something. Anything that you want, for example. For me, and as a programmer, I highly recommend adding a button to add confetti. So I'm going to use voice to text and I'm going to say, add a button on the load page that when they press it, it shoots confetti. Cool. So we're adding a new feature to our app that we are remixing now. We are going to remix this app. So right now, congratulations. This is vibe coding. It means giving the instruction to the AI agent that's an expert in being a developer. So you don't have to be a developer. You don't have to write any code. And it's going to build the app for you. That's vibe coding. This is level 1, just to keep it simple, because I want you guys to vibe code one app tonight after this show. That's the goal. By the way, for everyone that's just coming on, while I am talking to you guys, my AI agent is working behind the scenes building the new function of my new app. So while it's coding, great to meet everyone. My name is Jonathan Acuna, Dr. AI. I go live every day at 6 p.m. Teach you guys AI. If you're brand new, highly recommend follow, share this with your community. Every one of these shows are live streamed and then also saved on my YouTube channel so that you can rewatch these. If you're on my email list, you'll also get these videos directly emailed to your inbox completely for free. All of that stuff is linked in the bio. And then highly recommend if you want to take your AI skills to the next level, join our community where we have, we have weekly workshops Tuesday through Friday, basically. So if you're serious about learning AI and building apps, we have contests on vibe coding contests, building apps. We have contests for filmmaking, for creating videos. And then we have contests for also building automations as well too. All I'm doing right now is killing time because this is vibe coding. You got to kill time. You got to just sit and wait for your AI to code for you. But the great thing I'm going to spoil you is that I'm introducing you to Google AI Studio. Go ahead and take a screenshot. I'll pause, take a screenshot, and hit that like button. So screenshot, screenshot, screenshot. Great. You're playing with Google AI Studio. It's very easy and intuitive to use. It's the most forgiving out of all the vibe coding apps. And did I mention it's 100% free? Yes, 100% free. It's not going to nickel and dime you for every time to make a change, to make a request. And this makes it very easy to get an app off the ground running so that you can build an app that does something with text, does something with images, does something with GPS, whatever you want. This is like very powerful to start using and start playing with. That's why I introduce a lot of it to my new students. So we're just kind of killing time while it builds in this new feature. Now, there are other ones that are out there, and I'll tell you about a couple, but I don't want to confuse you. You're really going to play with either this or Base 44. That's all. Oh, it's done. My agent is done. Now, oh, what's that button? That looks different. There's my confetti button. Every time I press the button, it does confetti. As a programmer, you should always add a confetti button to your programming app. That took zero effort, was completely programmed through my Vibe coding app. That's why it's also very important to choose the right tool, because most people are going to have a bad time if you're going to choose other tools like Lovable or Replit. Those have a higher learning curve. I need you to just get your feet wet with Google AI Studio. Start Vibe coding an app. This took no effort, and Google actually understands your prompt or instructions, so you could generate. I'm going to show you some really cool other examples that are in here. So we remix that app, and then over time you're going to start building your own apps. For example, this is an actual real world case study. Not even a case study, but this, hello, Lady Faith, welcome. This is an actual AI tool that I vibe coded. It's had some evolutions. It started as a Gemini conversation, and then I built it into an app with zero effort. It takes no effort to vibe code. I want each and every one of you to become vibe coders by end of today. So if you're going to do it, put vibe code in the chat. I'm going to invite you to a challenge, 24-hour challenge. All you have to do is go to Google AI Studio. It is 100% free. And then you're going to go to the build section. I'm going to make it so easy because we have a lot of students on the call. So welcome all the new students. I'm going to challenge you to take the 24-hour Vibe Code Challenge. It is completely free. It costs nothing. Congratulations, you watching this video, you're already enrolled. The goal of it is to teach you how to do vibe coding so that you can learn how to build cool apps to generate images or generate text. Super easy. Step number 1, you're going to go to Google AI Studio. You're going to forget about this tomorrow, so be kind to your future self and take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. Perfect. I appreciate it. Hit that like button. Next thing, what you're going to do is you're going to go down to, when you go there, go down to the build section. Everyone taking notes? So going to the build section. Now, in here, they have a gallery. You're going to go to the gallery, step number 3. Yes, you could generate AI apps that either do image or do text or do all sorts of stuff. I'll show you some examples right now, for example. Your goal, and me as your teacher, what I recommend, I'm always going to recommend to play first. Play with examples before you start building from scratch, because they have, oh my God, look at all these apps. Look at all of these apps. I want you, just the rule is spend 10 minutes, 20 minutes playing with each of these apps. Some will work, some won't work, but when you play with them, just keep in mind you can build anything that you see. You're like, oh, I like how they do you can upload a photo and it manipulates the photo to do something, or you upload text and it does something with the text or something like that. You want to be in the game of being a developer. Means you create buttons, that you push buttons. You create the button. We just created the confetti button right now. So that's rule number 1, is play. Now, from here, when you're ready to build your own app, I'm going to give you this secret sauce right here. The only thing that I ask is that you just hit that like button a couple times. Okay, so this is the step-by-step. When you're like, cool, you got inspired, you're ready to vibe code your own app, you have this brilliant idea. Also, too, highly recommend, just poke around, let's just Google, poke around the App Store. Like, honestly, you now have the ability, like, you can create anything that you see on the App Store. Anything you see on the App Store is up for grabs. Like, you literally can vibe code anything you see here. There is nothing special about this. This is all software. Software and APIs. That's all it is. Nothing behind. You can now vibe code and create your own version. So I'm going to pick one that I like, for example. This is going to be fun. Actually, I do know an app. Let me go get an app called TickTick. This will actually be really cool. This is a task management app. I really love them. Highly recommend TickTick for task and project management. If you're overwhelmed, if you struggle with like, hold on, I need to just switch over to this. Okay, cool. So hold on one second. because the people on YouTube need to see. Okay, cool. So you're going to find any app that you find inspiration for. And they don't have much text, but here's what we're going to do. So what you're going to do is find some inspiration, and we're going to create, here's the most important key. It is called, so I'm going to take a screenshot. You're going to go to any ChatGPT, and to make this so easy, we're going to do this whole thing with free tools. If you love free tools, type free in the comments. We're going to do this whole thing with free tools. I like to create a to-do list tracker like this. This will actually be really cool. So I'm going to take screenshots of this. I'm going to take some screenshots of this over here. And then that's pretty good. Like, that's good enough. I'm also just going to go to their website and take some screenshots as well here. That looks pretty cool. I want something like that. Okay. So I'm going to take a screenshot of that. Cool. So step one, you're going to go to Google Gemini, AI Studio. So here, AI Studio from Google. And we're just going to take a screenshot, right? Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. Excellent. I'm proud of all my new students. Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. AI. I'm here going to teach you how to vibe code completely for free. So once you're in Google AI Studio, go ahead and go to the chat feature. The chat feature. Pro tip. When you're working or building anything, an app, custom GPT, some automation, any end automation, whatever you're building, you should always have an AI assistant to help you. You can spin up any conversation. It could be ChatGPT. I'm going to show you Google AI Studio because it's free. You could use Claude. You can use DeepSeek. It really doesn't matter. You just need some AI to help you too. So here is the secret sauce. On the right-hand side, just be sure to select, just for the nerdy people, 2.5 Pro. This is their just text model, basically. That's all you have to just remember. To make it easy, take a screenshot. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. Excellent. So that's just the chat model. So I'm going to put all of these photos in here just to take some screenshots. Cool. And then I'm going to say use voice to text. Rule number 2, I'm going to teach you guys pro tip. No more typing. No more typing. If I see a student typing in my class, I'm going to kick you out. No more typing. In AI world, you cannot keep up if you finger peck or if you type. There's no way. I'm a good typer. There's no way I could keep up with like AI world. In AI world, you use voice to text always. Voice to text always. I'm going to show you some tools. Congratulations. Welcome to all to my new students. I'm going to teach you guys. Let me go to open up with one Whisper Flow. Okay, here. This is one tool. I'm going to show you some free. I'm going to show you just so you have options too. So here's one. Whisper Flow, voice to text. This one is super fast. Like Whisper Flow, it's like the way it translates it. Basically, I have it on my keyboard too, if you actually want to see for a second here. If I do, watch this. Oh yeah, so you guys can see. This is what it does, voice to text. Watch. I'm going to type something right here, and instead of typing, I'm going to press this key as I type. So ready? I'm going to do... I want you to create a product requirement document that matches the images where it's a to-do list, very minimal aesthetics. I want the details about the aesthetics to visually create a to-do list. I only wanted to add the functionality of adding tasks and saving tasks in multiple lists. And then I want to be able to filter based on due date. And then I would love a button or a sidebar where I can switch between my two different lists. I have the ability to create new lists. And then also I want to be able to click one button to see what tasks are due today. Go ahead and create that. I let go. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Oh shoot, this is a horrible demo because I actually did it, but I moved my key. So horrible demo. It actually finished it. I just have to get it from here and then paste it basically. Sorry. Okay, but I digress. This is important. We need, because requirement. You guys are all vibe coders as of today. Congratulations. So this is a very important word you need to learn. Product requirement document. Product requirement document. What that means is that it allows you to put all of your requests for the order for what you want. So when you give it to a large language model and you give your idea, I want a cool app that does this, and I press a button and it does this and it looks like that, you have your wish list. Give it all to your AI, voice to text, so you're just talking, voice to text, and then from there you ask it to create a product requirement document. Type PRD in the comments if you understand what I just said. Product requirement document. That's all you have to. If you want to be a good vibe coder, you have to know the word. You don't have to know much what it is or what it does, but product requirement document. And plus I want to see who my students are. So we got Miss Pack Your Bags, we got Savvy Sonia, we got Mr. Mind, we got Sese. I appreciate all of you. You guys are wannabe vibe coders, so that's awesome. Okay, so it's giving you a whole stuff like this. This looks good. Of course, I could go through. Now, ideally, I would spend some time and go through this product work. Look at this. It wrote a product requirement document. Remember, rule when you're vibe coding or building any app, building apps, building vibe or building custom GPTs, building automations in Zapier, Make.com, whatever, you should always start with an AI assistant, one conversation to work through the whole conversation. What you don't want to do is spin up a new conversation to spin up a new challenge. Keep the same conversation so it becomes more of an expert in your project over time, because you will have hiccups, you will have bugs, you will have to troubleshoot, so that way this conversation knows and you can always come back to it. So this is your vibe coding partner. So rule, no vibe coding alone. You have to vibe code with a partner, and then you pick your vibe code tool of choice. Appreciate all the likes. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for the likes, the comments, and all the people in the community. Welcome. We do this show every single day for free at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you show up on TikTok, or you could also live see on YouTube, then I promise you will learn something new with AI. I'm Dr. AI, and welcome. And if you want to take it to the next level, you could join my community where we have much more courses, actual live workshops, and an AI certification program. So all you're going to do, remember, you don't write the instructions. Right here, you have AI write the instructions for you. So I'm going to click on the three dots right here and click copy. Copy text, super simple. Now you go to your vibe coding tool of choice, which I'm going to go over to Google AI Studio, which I'm going to, just bear with me, switch over. I just have to switch screens real quick. Oh, I did this, and then I need this one. Okay, cool. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Sorry, I need this one. Yeah, that's what I need. That way, you guys can see. Sorry, I'm live streaming on YouTube as well too, so they got to see too. Because you guys could go watch the replay on YouTube. That's why. Because all the videos, you're like, if you're really enjoying this, you're like, man, this is dope. I really want to watch a replay. It's live streaming on YouTube, so you could always go to my YouTube channel, and I'll show my YouTube channel at the very end. I'm Jonathan Acuna, basically, Dr. AI. And you can watch a replay of the live stream. So that's why I'm just recording. Okay, so we're going to go to Google AI Studio. We got a product requirement document. Very important. We're going to go to build, or when you go in, you're just going to go to the build section right here. You're going to go to start. This is where it says build your ideas with Gemini. If you see this, you're in the right place. We are just going to paste our wish list. That's a product requirement document. And I do want 2.5 Pro. That's definitely what I want. Go ahead and build. Look at that prompt. Look Oh wait, let's see. Are you doing stuff? Okay, here. Yeah. Sure. This is the difference between beginner vibe coders and now that you guys are better vibe coders because you're watching this. Look at all the detail. Introduction, the user requirements, what the student should do, what should the app do, functional tasks of the app, task one, list management. There is no way on this God's green earth I could have typed this even if I tried. So that's why it's very important you as a vibe coder to work with another AI to be your assistant to write the prompts. This is prompt engineer as well too. Prompt engineering is not really much of a thing anymore because you're now going to be using AI to write better prompts than you can. Your sole job is to use voice to text to talk as much as you can, to give the AI or your instruction as much context. So that's why voice to text is very important because you can talk very fast and give as much details as you want. Dang, live visibility restricted. Just got restricted on YouTube for teaching again. Fun. That's going to be a series. Anyways, that's the YouTube channel. I'd recommend just take a screenshot. You could go to it after the show, pretty much. So take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. All the lives are like stored in the live stream from there. You can see here, we're live streaming. Cool. So right now, this is pretty much the game where we now are killing time. That's one of the biggest things. And is it done? If you see checkpoint, congratulations. You reached a checkpoint for your first version of your Vibe coded app. So let's check it out to see what it did. Oh, like we literally just built a to-do list. By the way, TickTick is $1 million company. Like they literally they're paying like software developers. They have a whole software stack and everything. We found their app on the App Store, took some screenshots, took some details, gave it to AI, asked it to create a product requirement document, and now we have a version 1 clone. And we did that with one prompt. While I've been talking here this whole time, I haven't wrote a single line of code. The people who learn how to vibe code are going to make more money than the people who don't know how to vibe code. That's why I need you to learn how to vibe code, and I'm teaching you guys for today for free. So very important to learn how to vibe code. So let's test it out. Take over the world. Does it save? Look, it saves, so it has a database. Plan world domination, and then take walk dog. Seems like a very productive to-do list. And then so it stores information. We can check things off. So it checks things off. We have multiple lists, and we have a today thing of what's due today, and then over the next 7 days. I don't think anything's kind of saved, so we need to. I don't have dates. Oh, there's dates. Okay, wait. Shoot a YouTube video, and then there's a date feature. I missed that for here, for example. Yes, you can watch the replay on YouTube. Oh, so I need to add a date feature. Now, here's the thing. Also, too, very important. Very important. Never expect perfect from your apps right out the gate. Google Gemini did a great job. We gave it a small enough scope of requirements. But also very important, don't give too much of like functions and tasks for your app to do in the first go. Small iterations are the way to go. You want to do one feature at a time, and then slowly, once things are working, then you start adding complexity over time. So that's where the big things is like, don't try and eat the elephant in your first bite, basically. Like start with nibbles. So, and also don't expect perfect. It's going to have bugs. It's going to be missing features. So we're going to work through it. Now, here's the second part. You're going to have changes. You're going to have a wish list. You're going to be like, oh, when I press the date button doesn't work. And then when I go to today, it doesn't show me anything, or it also doesn't have the ability to create multiple lists. So that's what I want. So what you're going to do, version 2, is you're going to use voice to text, and you're going to use a wish list right here. So right here, we're going to remember, no typing. I don't want to see any people typing in my class. You cannot keep up if you type. So we're going to use voice to text, and we're going to say our wish list. Remember, I'm going to press this button to voice to text. What do I want? Let's see. Hold on. I got to think of what I want. Okay. That's great. I want you to make these following changes. Number one, on the left-hand side in the side panel where the lists are, I want the ability to have a plus symbol next to the word list so that when I press that plus symbol, I can add new lists to collect different lists with different tasks. So I can have one list for one category and another list for another list of tasks to separate. So basically there. The next thing is when I create a task and I press the date button, it's not working. So fix that so that I can add the task and a date and it saves that in the record. And then lastly is to make sure, so when tasks are due today, when the user clicks the today button, it only filters and shows tasks that are due today. I want you to make those changes, please. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, done. 2 Mississippis, now it works. Do you know how long it would have took me to type that, plus all the spelling errors I would have had to make and hit the delete button and misspell this and misspell this? This is why voice to text, you cannot compete with someone who knows how to voice to text versus typing. So no more typing, and it's free too. You guys have no excuses because I'm giving you guys all the sauce here. The only thing that I ask is that you follow my show. And then these are the secrets. I'm going to give you guys a couple that are free. They all have paid plans, but you're not going to use them enough to even touch the paid plans. So that's why you guys are blowing up the likes. I super appreciate all the likes and comments. Thank you guys so much. I want you guys to level up. You'll learn more in this hour than most other things. Okay. Number 1, take screenshots. Remember, also be very attentive. I'll always ask you to take screenshots. So this is one voice dictation tool called Whisperflow. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. Great. There's another one called Super Whisper. They all do exactly the same thing. You press a keyboard button, it records your voice and instantly translates your voice to text so that you don't have to type. This one is another one. Super Whisper. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot. They all do the same thing, honestly. Like this one has a more, on the other one, this one gives you 2,000 words a week for free, which for me is enough on this one. But that one is super, super fast. That one's actually six times faster than this one if you really want to get nerdy. And that's another one that does voice to text. These are for Mac only. I'm sorry, PC users. I'm going to ignore or for everyone here. Sorry. If you're on a PC, you cannot compete with people on a Mac. Same thing. You got to get a PC, and that's why I'm not going to recommend PC solutions. These are all Mac solutions, unfortunately. If you guys want my YouTube channel, that's my YouTube channel. Take a screenshot, take a screenshot, take a screenshot from there. And then while we've been talking... Nice. While we've been talking, remember, we've just been killing time while our AI agent is working for us. This is what the future of work is. I'm vibe working. It's a weird phrase. I know it's super weird when I first heard it. I was like, vibe working? What does that mean? That means using AI agents, and there's different agents. You have to know which agent does which tool for which thing that you're looking for, and which is the right agent to choose. AI agents are going to work for you. You have to give them the work. They're going to go do the task, and they're going to come back at some point in time and say, hey, those requests that you just talked about, what do you know? That little plus symbol wasn't there before. Let's test out my new features. So this is my version 2 of my app. So version 2, I'm going to click the plus symbol. What? Work tasks. Oh, we've got multiple lists. I tell you, Google AI Studio is going to spoil you because whenever you go to like a Replit, a Lovable, Base 44, you're going to be like, it doesn't understand my request. It's so complicated. It burns credits. Oh my God, vibe coding is so frustrating. But if you watch this show, I teach you about Studio, which is free. Also taught you about product requirement documents. I taught you about how to vibe code with the assistant, any AI assistant. Also to use voice to text. Already those 4 tips on how to vibe code completely for free is how you're going to get ahead with vibe coding. And now also my button over here should, ooh, he highlights. So let's try this out. Take over the world. And if I click this button, oh, that didn't happen before. That was brand new. Let's set it for today and then add. Oh, it's set for today. That's new. That wasn't there before. And then so we have multiple lists, and now the big test. If I click this button, will it show me only tasks due today? Which technically, there's only one. Excellent. I want one last feature because we've already progressed so far. Perfect. Now I want one last feature. So when the user completes a task, it plays a bunch of confetti. And I mean like an ungodly amounts of confetti. Cool. Because you as a programmer, since you're vibe coding and you're now a vibe coder, you should always, as a rule, always put confetti buttons in your app. They're like Easter eggs. So when users like you use your app and this is so cool and they complete tasks and stuff like that, reward them with confetti animations. So right now he's kind of figuring out what should I do to program. Like I don't have to know how to write programs. We've wrote zero code. We've looked at zero code this entire time. And we've gotten a full functional app that, by the way, the company, like they're making millions of dollars with this app right here because it solves a specific problem. It's a real good productivity app. And we just cloned a simple function in less than 30 minutes for free. This is the power of vibe coding. This is why you cannot sleep on this opportunity of like staying up to date with AI, learning how to do the different tools, and then practicing with them so that you work up tomorrow. And all the people that take this live stream, they will be like, holy shit, I know how to vibe code. I don't have to do this manually. I could do all now this is basic. We haven't even introduced AI to like generate images or generate video. That's easy to do. I just wanted to do a very simple one for this example, but it will generate like you have a large language model underneath the hood. Like you could build a ChatGPT clone basically. Also image generation, you can upload an image. Oh, let me show you guys another example so that you guys can see that. So I'm going to end on this example because my AI robot checkpoint seems to be done. So, you guys ready for this? Take over the world. That's due today. Put a due date. I'm excited. Are you guys excited? Okay. Will it do confetti? 3, 2, 1. Confetti! Oh wow, this is going crazy with confetti. That's dope. Do it again. Do it again. 3, 2, 1. Confetti! Not only did we clone an app, we built some cool confetti. It does a task manager. Like this is an app I actually pay every single month a subscription for. And we just vibe coded and cloned it in less than 30 minutes. So that's why I want to introduce you guys on vibe coding, on why it's very important. So awesome. As promised. So cool beans. Let's wrap it up there. Let me bring you back, guys, to the very main scene so that you guys could see me. Nice. Cool beans. And then let me bring this over here. Hold on. All right. Did we learn something new today? Put a Y in the chat if you learned at least one new thing about AI today. We talked about GenSpark and how you can vibe code. Basically, you could turn podcasts into books, or you could turn books into podcasts. We looked about GenSpark that now has the ability to vibe code mobile apps. So if you want to build that mobile app and want to deploy it on Google AI Studio, it's totally possible now. So that's in GenSpark, which is part of your $25 subscription. We also talked about the NAN automation contest where we completely automated the entire workflow, your whole content automation. It literally generates 20-second AI video, scripted, researched, personalized to your brand, completely automated. None of this, you have to go in and do this or that. You press a button and it would go everything from research, scripting, to generating the video, talking head avatar, video editing, adding B-roll, and then publishing so that you publish 3 times a day. So we had that contest that's inside of the community built with NAN automation. By the way, that's going to be open sourced for only members inside the community. You will get the plans, the blueprints, the detailed workflow on how to build it for your own business. They charge $5,000 for this automation type thing. We've given it away for free inside the community. So that's one of the main things. And then I taught you how to vibe code for free using Google AI Studio. I taught you about the principles on no more typing. We're not going to be typing anymore as of today, because you're going to buy yourself time back. The whole point of the show, the whole game, if you take these tips, you will buy back hours of your day. Just by doing the no typing and using voice to text, you will 4x your productivity alone. You will save 1 hour guaranteed every single day in wasting time typing. So that's my gift to you. I showed you some cool Whisper tools that do that. And then lastly, we talked about, we talked about a lot. Yeah. So, and then the principles too is to also make sure that, and then there are other vibe coding apps out there, but the more important thing is you guys today are going to follow this. You can rewatch this video on YouTube. I want you to vibe code one app today. Go practice, go build something. You've always had a to-do list, a tracker, something simple, a chatbot that does something real easy. Maybe something where you upload a photo and it just puts a cowboy hat on your head, something simple, just to get your feet wet with Google AI Studio, because it's going to spoil you how easy it is to vibe code. But having that skill set, so inside the community, we have we have an AI certification program. The first week, members are vibe coding apps. Like they're already building apps in the first week of a 3-month AI coaching program. Week 2, which we're just wrapping up right now, they're already automating their social media content. Today, we built a LinkedIn social media auto, and I'm not talking like this little thing that generates like random little crap posts. This thing will actually research about any topic, pull in articles, transform them into your own writing style and your own brand voice, generate the images using Nano Banana, which is the easiest of all of them. And then it completely schedules to publish, and it's designed to post 3 times a day and keep a content calendar so that you don't have to create content anymore. Your automation agents is now a thing. So the main thing that we teach in the community is how to leverage AI agents to work less and earn more. That's the world we live in. You should be comfortable with an agent that does a part of your tasks or work for you, so you're not doing it manually. So awesome. I'm Jonathan Cunha, Dr. AI. If you found this valuable, join my community. We have 120 entrepreneurs in there that are all, we just completed a $1,700 cash prize for the NAN automation contest. That's completed. We're going to open it up for our next rounds of contests. We're going to do contests for AI videos to get you into AI videos and filmmaking. AI app building, if you want to build an app and join a contest for cash prize. Yes, these are monthly cash prizes that we have. They're meant to challenge you. You'll learn more from a challenge and joining a contest like that. They'll push your skills than any course or program, because that's honestly the best way. And then we have 4 days a week, every single week, live coaching, live workshops. They're not courses. They're actually come in with an AI instructor, and we're actually going to build something. Every week we focus on one tool. One week we'll do like AI video. One week we'll build an app. One week we'll do automation. So you come in on a Tuesday as a beginner, and by Friday, you know exactly how to actually use that tool. That way, every week, you're staying up to date with all the tools, and most importantly, you're using powerful tools like Notion, tools like GenSpark, Google AI Studio. We've already covered like 24 different tools in the community, so that you're not overwhelmed and you stay up to date with AI. So this show goes every single day, hopefully around 6 p.m. is usually my time. So I'll see you tomorrow. You can watch the replay on YouTube, and I'll see each of you inside the community. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you tomorrow to learn. Bye. Very nice.